Good morning. It is finally Friday. Did you get your belly full? It is finally Friday. Man. I am worn out. And I ain't done yet. Well, I'm sure that's how you are too. But I've already done all the fun stuff this morning. That's the thing. Tired or not, believe you me, I know you're worn out. But get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, put forth some effort. Even though you don't feel like it, but do it because you'll feel better. It'll be good for you. And today, what I'm got on my mind is to be kind. Get your coffee because you're going to need it today. Ooh, it's getting hot. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. What you doing? You smell like cedar. You been out there in your little house? I was talking to Mom yesterday, and I said, I just don't know what's wrong with people. I don't understand being ugly and being mean to complete strangers. And yeah, I'm out here and I'm on the interstate a lot, and I get aggravated. Especially if you're in the left lane and you're holding everybody up. I'll go around you. But I'm not going to be mean to you, you know. I'm not going to be cussing you and throwing my hand out the window and all kinds of crazy stuff, you know. I'm just going to go around you. But I get aggravated. But there are people in our world that are like just being so mean and so ugly. And I told myself, I said, don't even talk about it. Because you need to just encourage you and everybody and just go on and don't even mention it. But I understand that you're like me and you experience these people that are being mean and being ugly and where this comes from. And I'll give you a little run through how things are going to work over here. I have had, I guess in the past year maybe, I've had some comments on some of my videos. And mind you, if you watch any of my videos, I don't share stuff trying to be ugly and be mean and talking about people. You know, I typically don't really get on those subjects that people fight about all the time, and I think it's nutty. But I don't try to be controversial. I don't try to argue with people. I really just want to try to help and encourage people because I know what it feels like. I try to, you know, be encouraging to myself because you have to keep going. You have to be your biggest motivator. But I try to get on here and share something and hopefully be an encouragement and a help to somebody. Just because I know what it's like and how it feels to really struggle and have a hard time. And I know what depression is and anxiety. And I know what the lowest bottom of the barrel looked like for me. And I don't want us to be there. So I try to share some encouragement if I can. Well, I've had some comments. And mind you, these comments are men. Like, well, they look like men, but to me, they're little boys trapped in men's bodies. we know how that is. There's a lot of people running around like that. You know, they look like adults, but that's really it, you know. They're not being mean, just come on, y'all, get it together. But they've like made ugly comments, like trying to body shame me, cussing me, calling me names. And mind you, I didn't post nothing controversial or nothing, you know. And I'm aware of what I look like, you know. Like, I can see me in the phone, I can see me in the mirror, I see me in pictures and videos and all this stuff. I'm not unaware of what I look like, you know. And I understand that what I look like, and I learned from a young age, what, this brush is coming apart, I hate it. I learned from a young age that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to like you. And a lot of people are going to be ugly and mean and make fun of you. I've been made fun of for as long as I can remember. You know, I'm sure most of us did, you know, in school and being a kid and everything else. How that goes. But I can't, and I made a video about this one time. I said, I can't fathom why anybody would want to be ugly to people, especially complete strangers. That just really doesn't make sense. Because I can understand a little bit, you know, if you really know somebody and you're comfortable with them and they make you mad, you might be mean, you know, out of anger or hurt. But complete stranger and online, and I see creators all the time. They'll post the comment, they'll go to the person's profile, they'll post their profile picture, they'll make fun of them back. That ain't happening over here. I don't like that. You can do that if you want to. I get a lot of people like that and get a kick out of it. You know, and it's kind of like, oh, they're getting back what they gave. I get that. And I've done stuff with that mindset before, and it's not a good thing. You know, it doesn't help, and you're just as bad as they are when you do that stuff. But I'll block you. I'll delete your hate, your negativity, your ugliness. I'll block you. Like, I'm not entertaining that. I have walked away from people that I love and that I wish that could be in my life and I could have a relationship. But in blood related now, people. Not just friends or neighbors or whatever. Blood related people. Because they thought they was going to treat me some kind of way and talk to me some kind of way. So if I ain't going to put up with it with people that I'm blood related to, do you really think I'm going to put up with it out of strangers? No. No. And I'm not going to deal with people being ugly to other people either. Yeah, I just don't want to see that. I don't want negativity. I think that I've had enough negativity in my life for a lifetime. I think I've felt bad, you know, enough, had my feelings hurt, you know, all that stuff. Like, all that stuff doesn't bother me anymore. And maybe it's that whole theory of thick skin. Because I've had so much said and been made fun of and all this stuff. Like, I just don't care. Like, your opinion's not relevant to me. But over here, like I mentioned in that video yesterday, that lunch video, I want to speak life. Like, I don't want to be mean to people. I especially don't want to make fun of people. Because, I mean, really? Like, none of us are perfect. And just like I told Mom, because I told her what this person had commented, and they were calling me, I'm not going to say everything they said, but they were calling me fat, is what they were doing. And here we are in 2026, and grown adults are saying stuff like that. Like, come on now. I don't know. I don't know what y'all are thinking. But I was like, I could be skinny and supermodel hot and on here in a bikini and somebody'd be calling me a you-know-what. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, what you look like. Somebody's going to have something ugly to say about you. Somebody's not going to like what you're doing. somebody's going to be mad, and you're going to think I'm just crazy. But I had this thought yesterday, and really believe, God's helping me and encouraging me. Because when you do stuff like this, when you get involved at all with people or social media or whatever, you're going to encounter some bad attitudes and some mean spirits and some people that's in misery. And that's the sad part. People that are just miserable and they're trying to put that off on you. Misery loves company, right? And I had this thought. I was like, for some reason I thought about Dolly Parton. And I think most people probably love her. I think she's pure gold. I think she's from not real far from where I'm from. And I think she's got grit, and I think she's hardworking, and I think she's a good person, and she wants to help people, and she's done a lot of good with how, God's blessed her and her success and things. She's done great, good things and helped people. But you know what? There's people that said a lot of ugly stuff about her too. And I thought, do you think she paid any attention to that or cared about that? No. And that's the thing. Like, I think we learn at a young age. There are people in this world that are just mean. There's real evil in the world. And and when we're kids, we just don't know no better. And you say things and you do things and baby, and all that. But when you know to do better, you do better. You grow up, you learn. And when I was in school, I was not very nice. I've mentioned it before, there's people I had to apologize to. Because I learned. And I did better. And your excuse, there is no excuse. When you learn to do better, you do better. And I grew up, I said it a million times. I grew up in a dysfunctional home. I was shown a lot of hate. Like, I was shown hate everybody, talk bad about everybody, everybody's wrong, blah, 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 blah. Like, I saw that. I saw that mindset. And I'm not interested in that. Because you know what? Whoever you are, whatever you do, whatever lifestyle you choose, or job, or how you look, or whatever, it could be the complete opposite of me. And guess what? Jesus still died for them. Died for you, died for me, loves us. And to me, as long as how you believe, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but as long as how you are and how you believe is not hurting people, like you're not out here attacking people and trying to hurt them, and all this stuff, it ain't hurting you. It don't hurt you that I'm chubby or whatever it is. It's not hurting you. And if you don't like something, or you don't like somebody, or they look funny, or they sound funny, they've got a country accent and you can't understand them, go somewhere else. Just go somewhere else. It ain't rocket science, people. We don't have to get on our phone and watch a certain person every day. And I don't care what kind of speech they're giving or what their title is. We don't have to get on there and watch them every day. Okay? If they make you mad, if they bother you, If you don't like them, you don't believe what they're saying or believe in what they believe in or whatever, move on. Block their page or profile or whatever. Honey, if you need help to the door, I'll hold it open for you. You know, I ain't begging nobody to like me or love me or whatever. If I'm not for you, honey, go. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. It'll be fine. And if I don't like you or like watching you or whatever, I ain't gonna be watching you either. There's actually a tab that there's a little set of dots or something somewhere, settings where you don't have to see that person's stuff anymore. You can block them. You can do whatever. And over here, that's what it'll be. You act a fool, you're going to be blocked. I don't have to entertain that. You know, you don't have to entertain that. And in daily life, you don't have to hang out with people that are mean and ugly and hateful. I understand that we have workplaces, we have events, we have things where maybe we're going to be around people we don't like or have to deal with people we don't like or whatever. That don't mean you park up on a couch somewhere and watch movies together or go eat dinner together. Like, we have a choice about this stuff. People, come on. And today, what I'm going to encourage you and me and everybody to do, and I know it's hard. Don't think I'm perfect and I got it figured out and I don't ever have a hard time, because let me tell you, I do. Just be kind. Just be kind. And if you can't, keep your mouth shut and go on somewhere. I tell you, I just don't know. And sometimes I really think, and this is what I'm talking about, I'm not perfect. But sometimes I think, man, I just want to thump their head real good. Acting a fool like that, or doing whatever they're doing, or saying whatever they're saying. You know, usually just on the road. When you're in the left lane, you're in my way. But it ain't going to change it. We're going to be who we are, and if you have an ugly, negative attitude, and you don't see nothing wrong with it, and you don't want to change, you're going to be who you are. And it don't matter if Sally or John or whoever does whatever they do, you're going to be who you are. That's just how it is. But you do not have to entertain that. Now, I understand if you're a kid, you're under 18, and you're dealing with this from parents. I know. But 18's coming. And you've got a choice. And I thought of this yesterday. Living in a tent would be better than being abused. Okay? You don't have to be treated bad. You don't have to entertain that stuff. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you don't have to be so hateful and ugly to people. We're all dealing with things. We all can be mad and hurt and upset and depressed and anxiety and lash out. I can sit and cry every day if I wanted to, thinking about all the things that ain't perfect or exactly the way I want, or the people that have treated me horrible, or people that I love, or people I wish that I could have, or, you know, family that for whatever reason can't stand me. And I love them. I wish they could be in my life. But that's just not how it works. There's going to be people that they just don't like you. But the thing is, you cannot like somebody, but don't attack them and don't be trying to tear them down. Keep your mouth shut and go on. Now go be kind and have a good day.